What's going on, guys? We're back with another video. Just a little rambling video today. I got a quick question for y'all. If how many votes does a Terrance pull? Some of y'all already know this, but how many votes does a Terrance pull like with it not even being on? I guess is what you call it, but it's not even on, but it pulls the voltage down no matter what. So like if I leave my amp plugged up, but well, not of course the amp plugged up, but if I turn it off and then the truck off or whatnot, then I just let the car sit. After so many days, my voltage on my lithium just goes down a little bit at a time. So, you know, that's kind of an issue I'm having. So, I don't know what other amp I can get that, you know, like I say, for the price range, you know, it's kind of like, that's kind of, you know, you can't beat the price. You know, I mean, I know people say it's cheap power or whatever, but it works. So, you know, that's why, you know, I ain't had no problem with it. But that's the only problem I got with it as far as the voltage dropping all the time. It's like, as soon as you turn the voltage, as soon as you play it, I mean, you good when you crank it up and all that. But as far as when you just leaving it sitting, I have to leave it on the charger, the truck on the charger, so it won't just drain my battery out because I don't crank this up and drive it at all. So, you know, I mean, I do drive it sometimes, but most of the time I just let it sit. But the issue is that voltage, man, it's just dropping the whole time. That's the only issue I got with it. If I just leave it plugged, maybe all amps do it. I'm not really familiar. But I know for a fact that these Terrance do that, because on every one of them I've had, when I leave it plugged up, it's constantly dropping the voltage. So maybe it's a common thing with all amps, but maybe just specific to Terrance. But other than that, it's a good product to me. You know, it gets the job done. You know, what I say is the best amplifier, I don't know. But, you know, for me, for the price, it's the best thing for me. But I've also had like some higher end amps, so I can't necessarily say, as far as that go. But the deal of it to me is that you get what you can afford, really, is what the real big the issue is. Because, you know, sometimes you get to going outside your price range, it'll put a little hindering on your process. So that's really where it's at. But hold on, y'all, wait just a second. All right, we're back. But anyway, you know, it's like a little, you go ahead and get what you could afford, really. Because once you get, like I said, once you get outside that price range, what you can't afford, you know, you really want to, you're really going a little too far, really. Sometimes you can afford it, sometimes you can't, because, you know, money go up and down. But I've had amps that cost $4 grand, you know. I've had them that cost a couple hundred. I've had them cost 100, 200. Did I see a big difference? Not really. Now, as far as power, I did. But if you open the inside and you look on the inside, unless you know what you're looking at, you know, it ain't gonna really matter anyway. But to me, you know, that was a good, to me, it was a good, when I spent that kind of money on amplifiers and stuff like that, you know, it was good. You know what I'm saying? It worked good, and I really can't have no complaints. But the only complaint, I do got some complaints. The only complaint I do have is the price you would probably pay for like a Korean board repair versus a Chinese amp or a what is it, Brazilian amp. That price you're gonna pay to do the repair, that's gonna be the main issue you probably have. By the time you get through paying to get that repair done, I had it was under warranty, but I had one that the amp was like $4 grand or something like that retail. I'm not saying I paid $4 grand, but it cost $4 grand retail. I don't know what I paid. It wasn't that far from it, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. The amp itself, whatever the little issue was, it was I'm thinking it still played after the fact. Did it popped? Yeah, it popped. It still played. But it was like $5 grand for the repair. And I was like, $5 grand? I mean, not $5 grand. Damn, my bad. Not $5 grand. 500, my bad. 500 for the repair. If I had to pay for that out of the pocket. And I was like, nah, I don't know about that. You know, 500 for repair is kind of steep. You know what I'm saying? That's cool if you got to spend it like that. You know, if you don't mind, or if you got a guy that's gonna fix it for a little bit of nothing, but you know, 500 probably is going rate. And I guess they look at it like this: you spend 3-4 grand or whatever it is, 4,500, or whatever you spend on the amplifier, you shouldn't mind spending 500 on the repair. But on the other hand, you know, I go get a Brazilian board, it's cheap. You know, it ain't the best, maybe not, I don't know. But you go get that, and then you spend, say, 200 on a repair, 150, 200, 300. You know, not even 300. No, you know, all depend on where you go. You know, so if you go somewhere and they got a good little deal, then you good. But other than that, no, man. You know, you might get a little tax. You know, but you know, a couple of hundred. You know, I'm fine with that. You know, not only that, if I blow one, then I had to go spend 500 or 600 buy me a brand new one. I'm good with that. I don't mind, because, like I say, 500 or 600 compared to 500 or 600 compared to 200 on the repair, or 500 or 600 on the whole amplifier in general. That's a little bit different. So, you know, if I'm gonna spend 500 or 600, I might as well just buy another one. So, you know, if I blow one, I spend 500 or 600, I buy another and have an extra one. But you know, but it's all, like I said, you can wheel and deal and things of that nature. So, you know, if there's something you into, be sure, you know, you can buy some on the marketplace. But if you want to buy something new and still want to use some discounts, you can go over to cardioconnect.com and get what you need. But like I say, the best amp, man, is something you can afford. You know, that's always going to be the answer, really, for any YouTuber or anybody telling you, really. But then some people won't tell you that. They'll just tell you something they believe is the best. But like I said, I'm not going to start just naming a bunch of names, because I don't want to just put it in the category where it sounds like I'm downplaying it or nothing like that. But as far as, I've ran some stuff like $100-something. I've ran some subwoofers that some people not big fans of. I've ran those before. Some of like the amps I had, that's before I really knew about the higher end ones. I bought those, and those were good to me. But then, you know, once you go to some of these shows, you get influenced by these guys with the big builds and all of that stuff. So, you know, that's the deal on it. But yeah, you get you something you can afford. Like I said, I got a lot of I would put a affordable amplifier listing on the page on the Cardio Connect website, but everybody can't afford the same. You know, budget ain't the same, so I'm not gonna do that. But y'all go over there and use cardioconnect.com, pick up everything you need, and let me know down below. You know, what kind of budget do you have when it come down to this cardio stuff? You know, when it come down to amplifiers. So the best amplifier you can get is the one you can afford that'll do the job. But you know, even if you can't afford it right now, you can finance it. If you could afford to pay the financing, the 90 days, same as cash, you could always do that too. I do got a listing for that on the channel. So if you want to go right there on Cardio Connect, well, I can't, his face falling right now. But on Cardio Connect, y'all see it right there. You go on there, get what you need, and you can save some money. It's got financing options over there as well. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we're gonna talk about some more subjects as well, not in this video. So y'all go on to the next video. We're gonna have a little discussion about the subwoofers as well. So we're gonna go ahead and end this one right here. Be sure to like, subscribe, tune in. I'll see y'all back on the next.
You still rolling?
Yeah, it's still rolling.
Subscribe to this man's YouTube page, all right? You hear me?
All right, so appreciate it, man.
And you got the right equipment, that gonna tune me right.
Be sure to check out cardioconnect.com and shop BASSWITHKEV.com for top cardio brands. I appreciate your support.